is no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked children and teenage girls to other people, the survivor's statement said. We are struggling to understand what this means. Even the limited information that has been made public includes accounts such as Virginia Giuffre's report that Epstein trafficked her to other individuals besides himself. We also understand, as Representative Thomas Massey pointed out during the House Oversight hearing, that there are FBI reports documenting witness interviews in which victims of Epstein and Maxwell named at least 20 other men they were trafficked to. Director Patel's testimony raises more questions than answers. For years, he has railed about the incompleteness of previous investigations. He is right about that. Previous investigations were indeed incomplete. So what is his plan to make sure that a thorough and unbiased investigation is conducted at last? He seems to acknowledge that the FBI FD 302 reports naming other men to whom Epstein, Maxwell victims were trafficked are real. So will he release those reports to the House Oversight Committee and to the public? He seems to imply that officials in previous administrations deemed those reports not to be credible. He has not read the reports himself. He has not spoken to the victims himself. And yet he plans to defer to unnamed officials from prior administrations who treated the reports as not credible. How can this be? Those previous administrations are the ones that Kash Patel spent years accusing of a cover-up. Now, he will pass the buck to them to decide that information about other men in the Epstein-Maxwell trafficking ring is not even worth following up on? There are victims and witnesses who, to this day, have still not been interviewed. Will they continue to be ignored? Survivors deserve better, and so does the public. We deserve answers to questions like these. Do the FBI and Justice Department have a plan to conduct a proper investigation at last? What is that plan? Will you release the FD 302 forms containing witness accounts of men to whom Epstein and Maxwell trafficked women and girls? Who were the officials in previous administrations who deemed the FD 302 reports not credible? Why are you deferring to that decision without reading the reports or interviewing the witnesses yourself? Given the number of times that survivors of Epstein-Maxwell abuse have been betrayed by the justice system, how will you ensure an unbiased and truth-seeking process that survivors can trust? Director Patel testified that the original sin of the Epstein case was the unconscionable non-prosecution deal that U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta gave Epstein and the limited investigation Acosta conducted. As head of the FBI, Director Patel can work now to remedy that in a way that finally centers survivor voices and finally pursues the whole truth. The public demands it, the victims deserve it, and our system of justice, without fear or favor, requires it. Survivors are waiting.